What's good, y'all? About to send this link out. Then we're going to go ahead and get started. Test. Somebody already got the like button on. Shout out to whoever. Live. Alright, cool. So we let them people hop in. Then we're going to get started. What's going on, y'all? Got a little bit till London session starts. Let me know how the mic sound when y'all hop in here. What's going on, y'all? Yeah, we had some moves happen last night. Around 11 o'clock. What's going on, David? I see you in here. Just enter EJ and GJ short. By just? What do you mean just? What's your entry? Let me know what your entry is. You said a short? Let me know what your entry is, because they've been retracing well, really since after we took that sell setup. But let me know what your entry is. You say EJ is more red than GJ, so let me know what your entry is. But I wouldn't recommend to jump into EJ and GJ at the same time. I would look at both charts and then just pick one. You get what I'm saying? You don't want to jump into both at the same time. Because yes, it's awesome if they both go in your favor, but again, you got to prepare for the worst, hope for the best. So but since you're already in, it's a little too late for that. As long as you calculate your lot size, you should be fine. But that's just for future reference. So a few moves did happen last night. I jumped in late on a few of them, but the ideal entry for a signal I did miss. But last night with the members we was looking at, we can pull it up actually. You said your entry was 157.93. Let's pull it up. 157.93. Okay, so you're blue right now. Okay, EJ is good. You had me almost a little nervous because you said GJ, because GJ, I was watching it retrace. It kind of broke above my level. It's wicking down now, so we're going to see what happens going into London session. What was your entry for GJ? Because if you entered around like 182.60 to 182 like 50, you should be blue. But yeah, let me know what your entry was, because it looks like it's going to try to do a round two. Yeah, but your entry on EJ was actually a very good entry. You should be deep in blue on EJ. GJ was 182.38, 182.38. Okay. All right. Yeah, so right now we're about to break my level. We're going to see if we can hold that level. That's the same level we entered on GJ sales yesterday on. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? We got about 16-ish, 18-ish minutes till London session starts. So if y'all haven't watched the Sunday chart analysis in the free Telegram, I mean, the week's almost over, but if y'all watch the Sunday chart analysis, a lot of the charts we was talking about are going exactly as projected. Indices are tanking. G and GA, they did the retracement. Now they're dumping. GJ, of course, we entered some sales yesterday on it. Goals going as well. So if y'all haven't watched that, that's 2 weeks in a row now. Well, you know, members, you already know every Sunday kind of like that. But as far as the free Telegram, that's 2 weeks in a row now where things are going exactly as projected from all the way Sunday as lasting throughout the week. But last night specifically, I was talking to the members and I was saying we're going to be looking for GN and well, not GN, but New Zealand and AUD sales. I'm pretty sure I said AUD. Yeah, I said we're going to be looking for New Zealand AUD sales. And this was at 10:20 p.m. EST. And you can see here, this thing did the dump like literally like an hour. Well, not even an hour later. I sent that at 10:20. So almost the same time I sent that. So I must have been looking at a whole nother chart when price dumped. But those things ended up dumping. GN ended up dumping as well. EN, like we went over in the live, the members, we were going over EN in the live. By the way, members, if you didn't watch the live yesterday, as we posted in there, make sure to watch it. We went for an EN sell yesterday. And I can actually pull up the picture. It's just hilarious. But again, it's better to be safe than sorry. So we went for EN sales yesterday. And these were the screenshots of the positions. Let me zoom in so y'all can kind of see exactly what we're looking at here. So we took the sell last night on EJ. Well, not last night, the night before. Yesterday, I should say. And this is what price was looking like before we first entered. I was saying we got to break these two levels here. Of course, we eventually broke those levels. And then during the live stream, I was saying if we can hold that as resistance, we can see price continue to drop and break. What we see here, price struggle to hold that level as resistance, retrace back damn near to our entry. So most of us secured our profits or closed the trade. Didn't come back to our resistance level. You see how it keeps playing around these levels. And then last night, that thing dumped. Just like GM, just like EA, just like GA. So we got that perfect lower low coming into play right now. So right now we're going to wait to see how it reacts to this daily level. Of course, you know, I like retracements, so I want to be against the retracement so we can get a good entry and at least ride most of this wave down. But of course, we're still looking for sells nonetheless. We have news again today. The news yesterday didn't really affect the markets, so it's going to be interesting to see if the news today is going to do anything. Because we had a Fed speaking at 4, that didn't really do anything, and then at 8:30 we have final GDP and unemployment claims, that didn't really do anything, and then the Euro news didn't do anything either. So we're gonna see what happens today though. We got Canadian USD news at 8:30. We got 15 minutes to London session start. So GJ's dropped right back below. So we might go for round 2 on GJ sales. Because again, when we go on the bigger time frame, we are still bearish. Retested that level, and as we can see here, price was struggling to break and hold this level. Retested, still respect this level as a resistance. Wicked came back down. So we're going to see if price can break these levels and make that lower low today and continue the downtrend. Again, it makes sense why price is struggling a little bit because we do get those levels of traffic to the left. Yeah, but we're just going to be watching these and we're going to see what happens on the London session opening candle. NAS and SPX, we're still going to look for sell setups. They've literally been dropping all week. This was the Friday candlestick. This was Monday. We caught that sell meeting members. Then Tuesday, it did the full move we was looking for. Then even yesterday, well, Wednesday, I should say, it dropped as well, retraced back. And then we also had some nice sell setups on it as well. Did we? No, it was a small sell setup. But yeah, it's just been hugging this level. So we're going to look for sells here around 43.05, or we're going to wait for price to retrace back up to here. But we're looking for sells nonetheless. Looking for sells nonetheless. Got a nice little low here. We can hold this low. We can see a lower low get made here. Also not against price coming here into a lower low. But we're just going to watch and see what price is doing. Now gold's been dropping like crazy as well. But it's been dropping literally all week. So the way it's set up, I'd like to see a retracement before we enter another sell setup. But it wants to show, well, it's retracing right now, so that's kind of perfect. Nice little drop, finally broke out of that ranginess. Again, it struggled to break the highs here. Reattempted again, rejected. Then you see after that rejection, price just tanked to the downside. So it's retracing right now, so we're going to be looking for sales nonetheless. But again, we like retracements, so we're going to let price do its thing for right now. So for right now, we're going to be watching GJ. We're going to be watching ENGN. And then we're going to be watching SPX. And y'all want me to look at any charts, like, oh, you can drop them in the chat. You got any questions, drop them in the chat. These things drop like crazy. Did a quick move before London. Whoops. Yeah, we got some retracements going on. I'm actually going to set an alert for right here. Those just joining the stream, we haven't entered anything yet. Go ahead and hit that first link in the description. Join a free signal and free Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last week and last month. Go ahead and hit that first link and check it out for yourselves. We're going to go over how we're doing this week as well, also, of course. Had some huge dumps happen last night. Really, price has been moving. We had that slow beginning of the month when we were in those levels of traffic. Those that have been watching the stream since this month, the beginning of the September, you already know what we're talking about. And we finally broke through those levels. And yeah, we've just been seeing, the faucet just pour, which has been working out in our favor. So we're gonna let these retracements come in and do their thing. All right, we got that retesting. We got a new 5 minute. We got 2 minutes till London session starts. All right, now I'm just putting the charts up that I want to look at. So I'm gonna set an alert for this. All right, bam. Let's see what's going on here. What's going on, y'all? Let's stop. Let's right there. What's going on, Christian? Only trade UJ. Yeah, I'm live every day, Monday through Friday. London session, 3 a.m. EST. The mean the members, we have exclusive New York session lives, not every day, but at least 2 times a week during the news events. We just went live yesterday during the news event. But yeah, on YouTube, we're live every day. And you say you only trade UJ? I trade that every now and then. I like GJ better. Nothing against UJ. Let's look at it. Why not? We got a few minutes till London session starts. Let's see what UJ's looking like. That thing's still bullish. We caught those buys that one day here. I think it's still been pushing since then. See if we can take those highs out. It's got a little ways to go. You've been riding that wave up? Because we've been riding this wave down right here. So with GA, we're gonna wait and see if it can break this the support level, turn into resistance, or we're gonna wait for a retracement back. But of course, I'm not against the retracement back, so we can catch that lower low. And again, it's not a coincidence that this candlestick started right at this level that for days was being treated as support. You see the wicks price struggling to break that level, did that retracement, then that thing dropped. Then GN finally did that retracement, was what I was waiting for as well. Did that retracement yesterday. Again, just like with GN, this low is being treated as support. That thing dropped. And again, it's making clear lows. Now, this was a huge drop, but this huge drop was necessary to break through this choppiness. Because again, this was a whole 2 months of choppiness right here. The price was stuck at this level of traffic. It was a while where we weren't taking any setups. But as soon as price broke out that level, that's when we caught those buys. Then price failed to make a higher high here, got choppy, broke that level, nice little waterfall. So yeah, we're still looking for sales. It's gonna be interesting to see how today goes, because already since markets reopened, price has been doing some crazy things. Not on every chart, but on a lot of charts. So yeah, we're gonna be watching GJ. We're gonna be watching gold, SPX, of course. Then we're watching GA and the AUD pairs. Oops. I look like a type. Those just joining the stream, we haven't entered anything yet. Go ahead and hit that first link in the description. Join the free Signal, free Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last week and last month. Go ahead and hit that first link and check it out for yourself. I'm gonna turn this alert off because I don't need that anymore. Yeah, but right now we're just waiting for London session. Right there. That's probably a little too low, but we're gonna just leave it there for now. That's a little too low. I don't like that one. Let's see if we can find something better. That's good enough. We'll leave it at that, actually. Because right now we're waiting for price to reach this level, change it from support to resistance. Then we're gonna look for some sell setups. Zoom out really quick. Actually, no, I can actually come down here. That's what we're going to target. Yeah, I want to see price break that level. What trades are you looking to take over the weekend? I don't trade crypto anymore. I used to trade crypto, but on the weekend I'd be chilling. I don't be doing anything else. I just be chilling on the weekend. But as far as today, as far as in general, I trade everything. Anything I like, I see a setup on. There's been times even on live where someone will be like, "Hey, what do you think about this chart?" And then I'll pull up the chart, and then I like it, and I might have not even traded that pair in like months. And it will take a good example was that UJ trade like a couple of weeks ago. So, but main pairs I trade almost every day is like GJ, gold, SPX NAS, the indices, GN, GA, EJ, EN, EA. I used to trade like the Australian, by Australian, I mean like 80, JPY 80, New Zealand, stuff like that. But now I just trade like the GBP pairs, Euro pairs, then gold in the futures. But we got a few minutes till London session starts. Actually, see what these charts talking about. But we're gonna go over how we're doing so far this week, and I can show you I can pull up the advanced play signal in a little bit as well. Right now, I'm just getting all my chart set up, seeing what charts I'm gonna look at when London session starts, and then after that, we're gonna start talking some more stuff. So if I'm quiet, that's because I'm just focusing really quick, trying to see what the game plan gonna be. Because I always recommend. It depends how many charts you're looking at. If you're only looking at like one chart, you don't really gotta hop on that early. Because I know some people I start looking at charts through my pre-market analysis 2 hours before the session starts, and it's like it depends. Me personally, I just wake up like 30-40 minutes before London session, but everybody's different. GJ drop back below that level. All right, so we're gonna keep these charts up. All right, so London session about to start in a little bit. So we're going to go over how we're doing so far this week, the month, the quarter, all that good stuff. No, I don't trade crypto no more. No, I don't trade crypto. I be thinking about it. Sometimes I look at it over the weekends, but I don't trade crypto no more because I traded all 3 sessions. So I use the weekend to relax, get off the charts, so I don't what's it called, burn out. Because I be on the charts literally all day. Because we trade all 3 sessions. London and New York's open for everyone, but Tokyo session is exclusively for the members. So I literally be on the charts all day, every session. You know what I'm saying? I'll be up like 18, 20 hours. I won't be on the charts the whole time. I mean, unless you count me pulling out my phone. But like as far as like on the computer, I won't be out sitting on my computer all day. But I'd definitely be staring at the charts all day. But as far as this week's going, we are let's pull up the free Telegram first. So I didn't trade. I don't even know what day it is. Y'all know I'm terrible with days. It was one of those days I was out. I was in the ER in hospital. I don't remember what day it was, but we traded only 3 days this week, going 4, including today. So yesterday we went 2-0. Me and members caught an EN sell during Tokyo session, caught 59 pips, and then of course price after it was choppy the whole day, decided to do that dump last night. We entered that sell yesterday. Got stuck at this level here, retraced, and then last night ended up dumping, doing the full move we was looking for. It happens though. And then we took a GJ sell, TP3 got hit, got 15 pips, got 74 pips yesterday, 59 strictly with the members. End of the day 2-0. Every trade posted has my personal entry, SL, TPs, time the trade was posted, how many people viewed or entered the trade, reactions, TPs getting hit, all that good stuff. And then, yeah, so what was it? Wednesday, Tuesday. I think it was Wednesday. I didn't trade Wednesday. And then on Tuesday, took one. So let me even see if I'm saying the right days. Hold on. I'm terrible with the dates. I just be waking up. What date is this? The 26th? That was. Okay, so Tuesday, took one trade with the members, took a GA sale, caught 27 pips. And then Monday, took an SPX sell and a GJ sell. SL got hit on GJ, and then literally the our SL is literally like a pip too low. It literally tapped our SL and dumped our direction. I personally re-entered on it, but we're going to still count it as a loss because it did hit my stop loss. And then we took an SPX sell with the members. All TPs got hit, caught 3,300 pips. 1-1 that day. So we're good. We're off to we're about to end this month on a great note. And as far as how we did last week, just like you see on your screen, we went 7-0 last week, caught 11,387 pips, 11,207 strictly with the members in the advanced play signal room. Monday, we caught 25 pips. Tuesday, 10,960. Wednesday, 52. Thursday, 272. And then Friday, 78. You'll see this. You scroll to the 24th. You click right here. It's going to take you to the beginning of the week. I started like this month, but every Sunday, I do the Sunday chart analysis where I get my projections for price to go for the week. You look at this Sunday and last Sunday, they went exactly as projected. We see the retrace was happening, which is to be expected because they just hit that support level. So we're about to see if price is going to continue to retrace or is going to dump and break that level. So yeah, we're going to be chilling right now. But that's how we're doing so far. That's how we're doing so far this week and how we did last week. The week before that, we went 7-1. And then the week before that, we went 7-2. And then as far as last month, like you see on your screen, we went, where is it? 45-7. So we only took 7 losses last month, 45 wins. Caught a total of 219,708 pips, 211,933 strictly with the members in advanced play signal. You hit that first link, you'll be able to check out and explore all that stuff. So yeah, right now, price again did a huge dump last night during Tokyo session. We see price hit my levels. Again, when it first hits its level, it's going to react this way, support until it can break it and treat as resistance. Just like how here, price was treating this low as support, then it broke it, treated as resistance. Just like here, price was treating this low as support. Should have broke it, started treating as resistance. So we're either going to wait for a retracement back to this level where we can look for a sell, or we're going to wait to see if price is going to break this level and treat it from support to resistance where we can look for a sell. Basically, on most of these charts, we're looking for sell setups. But while we're talking about that, let me pull up oil. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that alone. Yeah, so we gotta retrace what's happening on literally everything right now. Just woke up at 3. What's going on, Pawinski? I see you in here. Let me catch up these. What trades? 3 minutes behind. 3 minutes behind, by the way. How long have you been trading? Okay. How long I've been trading? I don't even like maybe 4 or 5 years. Full time, going on 2. How long have I been profitable? Maybe like 2.5 years. But yeah, that's about how long I've been trading. Like I always was doing other stuff. Like I was doing stocks and stuff and crypto, but I wasn't really trading that. I was just doing investments and holding for like literally months to quarters, depending on the move I was looking for. But I wasn't doing no technical analysis, no chart reading. I was just like, that was back when I used to just like keep up with events. But now I've been like, I don't even watch news. I don't keep up with no events. I just make all my plays based off the charts. So that's what I used to do. I used to invest in stocks and crypto a lot. And then it wasn't until maybe end of 2019, 2020 that I ran into HFX and Forex and stuff. And then after that, the rest was history. Because when I was doing stocks and stuff, I been saw candlesticks, but that was back in the day, like where people was really gatekeeping all this stuff. Like nobody was like, you might have heard of it, but you didn't like. I saw a trading view before, but I remember I was all in the comment section. One YouTube video I saw, and I was like, "What is this website? What is this website?" Nobody answered. Nobody in the comments had the answer. So it was like very hard back in the day to, at least for me, maybe other people had it easier, but at least for me to run into it or like get exposed to it. But for me, like as soon as I found out what Forex was, and like when I looked it up and I saw the candlesticks, I literally had like a deja vu flashback moment when I was like, I saw that one video years ago. And I didn't know what the hell I was looking at, and I was like, okay, yeah. And then after that, I just locked in because I was like, yeah, this is what I was trying to figure out that one year, and yeah, the rest was history. But yeah, I definitely wasn't like, I definitely struggled in the beginning, made a lot of dumb mistakes. Yeah, so GJ looks like he's about to try to do a round 2 because we went for GJ sales yesterday. It looks like he's about to try to do a round 2 for us. New 5 minute just started. But he said how I've been trading. I started 5 months ago. Okay, is it bad to smoke and trade? I mean, it depends on the person. Like, you know what I'm saying? Depends on the person. That's like saying, if let's say this, if you can't make good decisions while you're smoking in general, then don't trade, especially if you're new to trading, because you're gonna start overthinking, the paranoia might kick in and stuff like that. But it just depends on the person. Like if you're just a chill person, smoking don't really affect you mentally that much, do what you do. You know what I'm saying? But if you know like how you act under, smoking influence, then don't do it. You know what I'm saying? But honestly, like with trading, you just have to, once you understand the basics, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like I don't, like I say it all the time. Like when I'm on the charts, I don't think about, oh, I'm trying to make X amount of dollars, or I don't think about trying to make money. I know I'm gonna make money. All I worry about is just waiting for my setups, some confirmations, and then enter the trade. That's why I don't be using the NT4 NT5 website. I just use my, whoops. I just did some dumb shit. What did I do? I feel like I just messed my screen up. Now we're Gucci. I feel like I just did something to my screen, but I might be tripping. But anyways, I just lost my train of thought. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, it's just the base. That's why I don't use the MT4, MT5 on my computer, because that's just another thing that I noticed when I was, reviewing myself and how I am with trading. Like psychologically, especially when I was new, when you have that number, you know, the red or blue number when you enter, you're very tempted to stare at that. And of course, you want it blue and not red. But what I used to do was I used to literally just stare at that number, flickering blue or red. I wasn't looking at the charts. I wasn't understanding why price was doing what it was doing. I just knew like if I was negative this much or positive this much, it would sway my emotions and make me make some rash decisions. But honestly, with trading, once you have the basics down, it's just rinse and repeat. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of misconception with trading is like I saw this dude. I was in the comments the other day, and this dude was just spitting out copy and paste Google statistics at me like, oh, well, trading is risky. You know, 90% of traders aren't successful and this and that. I'm like, why aren't they successful? He's like, well, it's a real fact. 9% of traders quit. I'm like, that's the key word. They quit. And what about the other 10%? Those are people that didn't quit. Like, people think like it's crazy. I'm not talking about you, but it's just crazy how a lot of people just think Forex or trading in general is supposed to be completely different from anything else in the world, any other skill. Like, you're supposed to, anything else you have to put in work and effort or practice. But with this, people just think you're supposed to just automatically be successful or good at it. It's like, no, it's the same thing. You still got to put in effort. You still got to practice. You're still going to mess up and make mistakes. You're still going to have to learn from mistakes. What the heck? I don't know what the heck going on. But yeah. But you've been trading for 5 months. Like, are you on live accounts or are you on demos? You say you overtrade. I'm just trying to learn different perspective on trading the mines. Are you going to charge for signals in the future? Getting away free cash? I mean, I charge for signals, but I have a free channel. The reason why the free channel is that's just like kind of my way to give back, and also to show people like, look, like, because you'll see a video on YouTube. Well, hold that thought, because I'm thinking about re-entering GJ. I'm probably gonna re-enter this. Yeah, it looks like it's what I tried to do the move I was looking for yesterday. So I jumped back into this. I know there's a delay on y'all's end. I don't know how long the delay is. I think it's like a 10-second delay. But this is like right back in my entry, so I'm going for this. I'm re-entering this. That's what I'm doing. So we want to see if it's gonna break these out. So I re-enter this, but back to so the free signal. The reason I have the free signal room is one, it's my way to get back, because again, like I was like a lot of people, like I struggled a lot. I lost a lot of money. I made all the money I lost back by now, of course. I lost a lot of money. I was struggling, this, then the third. So when I finally figured it out, and I just like, I was like, I was going to show people what's up, because I didn't live stream before. I literally just had the Telegram, and I'll just call signals. Like if we go to the beginning, like if you hit the pin message here, it'll take you to last year on the channel. If you go to the very beginning, when I started this last year, the amount of signals I called out in the beginning was kind of ridiculous. Like I was literally like, every idea I saw, this was before I even had the advanced play signal room. Like every idea I saw, I posted that shit. I used to, there was like, look at this. How many signals did I, hold on. One. Wait, no. I'm trying to learn how to read this, because the way I post and present stuff now versus then is completely different. So I'm trying to see like how many, like I remember there was one day we literally entered like 6 trades in one day. And there was like another time we entered like 8 trades in one day. I was just doing like whenever I saw an idea, I used to just post it. But like the main reason I started was just to show people like, look, it's possible. It's not a scam. It's not impossible. All that statistic stuff. Screw all the statistics about, 99%, 90%. Screw all that. It's possible. I figured it out. So I just started getting back and posting it. Then later, I made it into a second income business and stuff. But the free channel is always going to be there. I'm never going to like stop calling free signals or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? But the main reason I did that is to show y'all like, look, it's very possible. Like you can actually make money in these markets. You're not going to just lose money. And then there was another thing, because there's also another thing where you watch a video. It's easy to make a video just recording one win, but you don't know, you see a video, oh, I made X amount of dollars in 30 minutes. One, that trade probably took 30 minutes, but the whole process didn't take 30 minutes. So you're already swaying people the wrong way to think trading is going to be supposed to be quick and easy. That's why a lot of people like scalping or like smaller time frames, because they've been conditioned to think, oh, if I'm a smaller time frame, that means I can get in and out of moves quicker. But it's like, that may or may not be true, but the whole process is still the same thing. You know what I'm saying? You're still going to have to do your analysis. You still need to know how to read candlesticks, this, that, and the third. And then they came up with all these other things. Oh, this indicator, screw learning how to read the charts. This indicator is going to do all that for you. So then these people don't even want to learn how to read the charts. They got all these other, and that's why a lot of people get messed up. Because I was going to talk about this later, but not to get too sidetracked. But again, like, the reason why I started, because it's one thing to like watch a video of me do a trade right now. Oh, look at this trade I won. It's like, okay, so was that your first win out of after 5 losses? Are you what's your win rate? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's one thing to just post once a week a win, but it's like, how many losses did you take though? You know what I'm saying? It's another thing also for me to like be live. I break down, I get my analysis, or in the free Telegram, I do my Sunday chart analysis. And then literally you can go back to Sunday and see how like majority, if not all the charts I went over is going as projected. I predicted that Sunday. It's another thing to see me do this live, break it down live, then I enter the same trade that I posted, and then we all make money versus me just dropping a video on how I made money on one trade one day ago, who knows when. It's a whole different thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm very transparent. And also you look in there, wins, losses, everything's posted there. I keep the reactions on, people react how they want to react to the stuff. It's very transparent here. But yeah, I'm always going to call free signals and stuff. So those just joining, I'm going for round 2 on GJ. Those are watching is literally the same positionings and TPs as the signal yesterday in the free channel. We're going to see what else is going on these charts though. We got a new 15 about to pop up. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, we got technical difficulties. Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me see if we can fix this. We got a bunch of tabs open. Let me see if we can fix this without restarting the Wi-Fi. I restarted my computer 2 days ago, so I'm doing a little bit better. But that chart's just not trying to load for some reason. So we're just going to close that chart out. We're going to pull it up on here. Let's see how that works. All right, there we go. We're back in business. All right, so goals we're tracing. I'm going to mark these logos off right here. And I'm going to catch up to the comments, you know what I'm saying? Don't ever think I'm ignoring comments, but these are live markets. And those that have been watching me for a while, y'all seen at least once a week when I'm reading comments or breaking something down and we missed some trades. So don't think I'm not going to read your comments. I read all comments. So just bear with me. Let's see what else going on. All right, cool. So let me see what's going on. I just joined. What's going on, Pawinski? I see you here. Evil FX is unregulated. I mean, most brokers are unregulated. Can we look at gold analysis? Yeah, I got you. We can look at gold. I got you, Orion. What's going on, Orion? I don't think I've seen you in here in a minute. What's going on? I hope you're doing good. You traded live. I blew my live 2 times already. Well, do you know how you blew it? You know what I'm saying? Do you know how you blew it? What did you do? What did you do? How'd you blow it? And if you blew it twice already, I would recommend just going on the demo. You already did it twice. It's likely you can do it thrice, especially if you don't know what the issue was and you haven't solved the issue. So Chris, I wouldn't even put more money into your account until you figure that issue out. Because that's another mistake a lot of people make. It's like you keep making a mistake, and until you like resolve the issue or got your discipline in place, you just continue to trade on a live account. You're just gonna throw your money away. So you already blew it twice. Practice on a demo. Like I said, I literally practiced the strategy on a demo for like I can't remember, either like 3 or 6 months before I did it on a live account. You know what I'm saying? So, but looking at gold, we're still looking for sells. It might retrace a little bit, but we are bearish. So there's no reason to look for buys. Only looking for sells. Only way I'd look for a buy, to be honest, and this will be a short-term buy if the price breaks and holds 1890, 1892 as a support. But that'll still be a short-term buy. But yeah, I wouldn't look for buys anytime soon. Long-term would be a price broke 1908, 1910. But as of now, everything I'm looking for on literally every chart sells. So it just hit this support level. As you can see, we look at yesterday, how it hit this level, rejected, close here, price pushing up, rejecting again. So we can look for a sell setup here, which is what I got marked off. I'm just waiting to see if gold's going to do that. That's the same level gold dumped at yesterday. And then, by the way, I don't remember who it was. I don't even know if you're watching right now, but those members, watch the live stream yesterday. You'll know what I'm talking about if you haven't already. Member was asking about, I'm looking for buys on gold. What do you think? And I explained why we shouldn't look for buys. And basically, to briefly explain it, is if we're bearish, that means at least 70% of the time we're going down. And since we don't control the markets, why would you? What's a better percentage, 70 or 30%? 70%, right? So why would you risk your money on a 30% chance versus wait for a setup for a 70% chance of it going in your favor? You get what I'm saying? And then literally shortly after, an hour or two later, gold ended up dumping. So it also was good that I said that he asked before he entered a buy. But yeah, so right now we're just waiting on these charts to break these levels. We got price retracing off these levels, and we got price chilling, waiting for volume to try to break these levels. So we're just patiently waiting. I did go for a round 2 on GJ, but that's about it. That's about it. But yeah, that's what I'm looking at for gold. The different color lines of support and resistance for different time frames. No, so the main lines you need to pay attention to when I'm on the charts is my golden lines and my blue lines. Everything else, don't even worry about. That's just for me. Only lines you need to worry about is my gold and blue lines. My blue lines are my levels on the daily. My golden lines are the levels on the 4 hour. Everything else, don't even worry about. That's just for me. But the levels I trade off of, as you can see, is always going to be a gold or blue line. It's always going to be a gold or blue line every time. Gold or blue line every time. All right, those are my support resistance levels. And you can clearly see how price is treating these levels as support resistance. That's a good question, though, Alton. That's the question right there. But yeah, we can do a quick bar replay so you can kind of see how price treats these levels, right? You can see how price is treating this as support, broke below, retesting, treating as resistance. And then you see how, well, we can just let it play. We're gonna 10x it. We can literally see how price is bouncing off these levels beautifully, almost perfectly. And this is why I always patiently wait for these levels in my rules. If we're bearish in the downtrend, I only look for sells. If we're bullish uptrend, I only look for buys. I don't care about bounces or retracements. I follow the trend. Why? Because I give the analogy all the time. I used to live in Cali. I used to see the surfers outside every day driving across the PCH. Now, even if y'all never seen a surfer in real life, using just common sense, I think we can all come to the same conclusion that a surfer is not going to get excited and jump on their board because they saw a ripple in the ocean, right? They're going to wait for the perfect wave, the perfect setup. I think most of us seen at least Lilo and Stitch, right? When they were surfing, did they get excited off every ripple and wave? No, they waited for the big wave, the perfect setup. And then when they hopped on the surfboard, what did they do? Did they try to fight the wave and square up? No, they turned their back towards it and let the wave push it the direction the wave already had planned to go. That's the same thing with the markets. We don't control the markets, so why go against the current? Let price do what it's going to do. We're bearish. So what do? I enter off a resistance. Let price do what it's going to do. You know what I'm saying? And another way to help you, like, you know, just let price do what it's going to do is don't over leverage. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I don't know why my computer keep doing that. But yeah, it's very simple, y'all. Trading is very simple. And Chris, I don't know if you're still in here, but here's a couple of videos, not just for you, it's for everyone, but here's a couple of videos that's going to help you out with that as well. Here's a couple of videos that's going to help you out with the charts and kind of understanding how things work. So I'm gonna drop a couple videos in the chat right now. Make sure to hit that like button too, y'all. Make sure to hit that like button. Let's try to get to how many people in here? Let's try to get to 8 likes. Let's try to get to 8 to 10 likes, y'all. I'm pretty sure most of y'all understand it helps push the channel out so more people can stop confusing themselves with trading and understand how simple it is. All right. So if y'all have not watched this video, watch this video. This is going to make reading the candlesticks and the trend so much simpler. All right. Make sure to watch this video. Y'all haven't watched this video already. And those that just joined the stream, we haven't entered anything yet. Well, that's a lie. I re-entered GJ. Go ahead and hit that first link in the description. Join the free signal room, free Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last week and last month. Go ahead and hit that first link and check it out for yourselves. Last week, let's get this off the screen so we can see it. Last week we went 7-0, caught 11,387 pips. Last month we went 45-7, caught 219,708 pips. No problem, Alton. I got you. Yeah, we're just chilling right now. And again, if we look at how the week went, besides a couple of these charts, price did some pretty huge moves. Like gold, I took some positions on gold this week, even when I was out, because I had some sell limits and sell stop orders. But I always look back and review my trades, and I'm like, man, if I would have held this original gold position since yesterday, this would have been a 1-4. This one was a 1-4. This one was a 1-3. But if I would have held all these positions all the way down and swung it all week, this would have been a 1-14. I would have made over 14 times my risk on that trade. I would have made almost 7 times my risk on that one. That would have just been a crazy, crazy move. But I didn't do all that. But that's also why I like to trade with the trend, because we did that. I did that 1 week. That 1 week in August. Members know what I'm talking about, but that's why I like to go with the flow as well, because again, when you get in right at that lower high or that higher low, you can ride an entire lower low or higher high. And especially the way I trade based off the flow on the daily. That's literally the daily candlesticks. Like, just imagine if we would have caught that whole thing. That would have been nice. The price broke this level here, so we can see some retracements. This is another major support level, which we can see right here. We can clearly see how price dropped this level, reacting to the same level support resistance. But we're just chilling right now. Price did some huge moves this week and last night. So wouldn't be too shocked if London session, especially with the USD pairs, that most of the London sessions treated as a retracement time, because SPX and NAS also dumped like crazy as well. And speaking like dumping like crazy, GJ is back blue. Let me let the members know that we are at TP2. But GJ has been playing games. We've been right with GJ, but GJ has really been taking a lot of reattempts to go our direction instead of going straight like we wanted to. But you know what? It don't matter because we blue right now. You feel me? We blue right now. TP1 got hit. Yes, sir. And again, this is the same signal I called in the free channel yesterday, where we hit TP3 yesterday. Again, entry 182.10, SL 182.60. You see we hit TP3 a few times and price rejected. Just like my disclaimer says, when a TP is hit, it'll either reject or break through. So keep an eye on your charts. That's why I notify y'all as soon as I can when the TP gets hit, so y'all can do exactly that. Struggled to break that level. Retrace. Retrace last night. Dumped. So who? Hold up. Let me scroll up. Hold up for a second. Hold up. David, you still in here? David, you still in here? Because I know your screen blue as hell right now. Let me know if you're still in here, David. I know your screen blue as hell right now. Because he said he jumped in GJ and EJ. Yes, sir. Did you get in this too, Chris? Because you was in here when I said I re-entered. But yeah, it's that simple. Like again, when you follow the flow of price, it's never going to. Again, you don't control price. Like let's look at this. Who in their right mind would want to have prices bounce like this all day? Well, let me not say that because we understand who does it. But I'm talking about us. No, when we enter a trade, we want it to drop like this, or let me show you something more beautiful. Drop like this or this, right? We don't want all this choppiness, but it has to happen. And sometimes when it happens, if you don't secure profits, you might take a loss, but that's why you don't over leverage. Like I always say here, I recommend risking 1 to 5%. I say it all the time. I say it every day. If you risk 5% of your account per trade, you literally have to lose 20 trades in a row to blow your account. If you risk 2%, you would have to lose 50 trades in a row. If you risk 1%, that's literally 100 trades in a row. So that's why it's very important to understand how to properly calculate your lot size. But I do trade gold. Am I in gold right now? No. I'm looking for sell setups. I took some sells, but price retraced. So we're letting price retrace and either come back to this level so we can look for another sell setup here, or break and hold this level so we can look for a sell setup down here. But I'm not in gold right now. I'm letting price retrace and do its thing. You want to sell high and buy low. For some reason, I feel like people say it backwards, but you want to sell high and buy low. But for some reason, I feel like on the internet, people say that backwards. But yeah, I'm not in gold right now, but I am looking for gold setups. Yes. Hey, you started Friday, right? I don't know what time zone you in, but people sleep where I'm at. So we're making bread while everybody sleep, and then we're gonna be sleep while everybody up to try to make bread. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Be done before lunchtime. It's a beautiful thing. And then also members, again, like I say, like this is also why I be dropping this stuff, because I'm not perfect. I miss entries and setups too. But last night I said we're looking for New Zealand AD sells, and sure enough, AD dropped. GP New Zealand, dropped. And so did Euro. And so did the Euro pairs. They all dropped. But yeah, we trade all 3 sessions with the members. And I don't do it all the time, but I'm doing my best to do it all the time now. To say what we're looking for that night, just like the night before. We scroll up, just like the night before. Damn, we just posted a lot in here. Okay, here it is. I said this was last night not last night, the night before during Tokyo session, the 27th, 7:05 p.m. EST. I said we're going to look for JPY and New Zealand sales. Got Euro News London session. Then we entered a New Zealand sell. The JPY pairs, if you look at the 20, we can just look at it right here, right? We pull GJ back up. Oh, we just hit another TP. Let me let the members know really quick. TP2 hits. So it's the same level price struggled to break last time. So we're going to see if price can break it this time. TP2 hits. All right, cool. But that same night, the 27th, that night, JPY pairs tanked that night as well. So yeah, I try to do my best to let y'all know so y'all can jump in trades as well. But yeah, we're chilling right now. Why do I got 2 GJ charts up? I need to switch one of these out. Let's look at EJ too. I'm not going to enter EJ, but just curious. Let's get EJ up too. Yeah, struggling to break that middle of the zone, but it's got a nice drop right there. Let's see if we can break it. Yeah, so we're just gonna keep it on GA and GJ and GA. So everything else we're tracing, so we're gonna let them do their thing. What time frame? I use every time frame, but right now we're on the 15. Right now we're on the 15, but I look at every time frame. I start in the daily 4 hour. I don't really look at the 1 hour. I look at the daily 4 hour, 15, sometimes the 5 minute. But yeah, each time frame I look at for different things, but you read every time frame the same as far as like how price moves in the candlestick flow. So again, if you watch those couple videos I linked in the chat, I'm gonna drop another one in the chat that's going to kind of explain how I read the charts as well. And those watching the stream, if it's your first time on the channel, welcome. I appreciate you giving the channel a chance. Make sure you hit that like button, and also make sure you hit that bell and subscribe, because we don't just live stream and live trade every day, but we drop weekly content on here as well, from trade breakdowns, trading psychology videos, trading tip videos, trading plan videos, all that good stuff. I dropped a couple in the chat right now, but y'all know how YouTube work. Click my profile, scroll, view the channels. I'm gonna make a playlist. That's on my list this weekend. Shout out to, I forgot who it was. One of the members suggested it. I think it was Rich, if I'm not mistaken. But you know who you are. Shout out to you. But yeah, and I'm also going to the Telegrams on my list as well to kind of organize the Telegram as well. But yeah, we're chilling right now. Nice and profit. Nice and profit. You don't want to look at any charts, drop them in the chat. You got any questions, drop them in the chat. I might go live later on today on TikTok. Depends how I'm feeling, because I'm still not 100% yet. I'm better than I was the other day, but I'm still not 100%. I can't. The soonest appointment I can make is literally next week. I think on Monday. So I've just been thugging it out. So I'm not trying to go too crazy. But if I'm feeling good, I might. But I am going live with the members, so it depends how I feel after that. But yeah, we nice and blue on these right here. We're nice and blue on these. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok, y'all. Y'all should see it on the bottom of y'all screen. Instagram is Playmaker_way. TikTok is PlaymakerWay. TikTok finally heard us talking trash about them every day on the live streams. They finally got their act together and realized who the real ones are. Finally got that ones. They gave me my followers back. So what I said was true, those that didn't know, because I was talking about it like last week. How every time I'd be like 10, 20 away from 1,000 subscribers, not 1,000 subscribers, 1,000 followers, it'd glitch and I'd drop like 40, 50 followers. So literally last weekend, magically 60 followers popped up on my screen. So I was like, I knew I wasn't tripping. Also, we got the giveaway going on. This Chris, I don't know if he's still in here, but anyone else still watching, we got the giveaway that's going to be happening. I might do it next week. Screw it, get it over with. But we got the giveaway going on next week as well. Let me see if I can find the details for the giveaway. It should be somewhere in here. I think I posted it last week. All right, here's the giveaway details. So we hit 1,000 subscribers on here. Shout out to y'all. So like promised, last time we did it at 500. This one's at 1,000. Will there be another one after this? Who knows? We'll see. Probably at the next major benchmark. But there's going to be 3 winners. First winner is going to get the playbook course for free. Second winner is going to get week free access to the advanced play signal room. third winner is going to get a free one-on-one session. The one-on-one sessions is still going to be like any other of the one-on-one sessions. They're hour-long, recorded, sent to you the same day. How to get into the drawing, you just got to do 4 simple things. You got to be subbed to the YouTube. That's number 1. Number 2 is follow me on Instagram. Number 3 is follow me on TikTok. The number 4 is send me screenshots of all 3 of those in my DMs, and you're added to the list. We already got a few people on that sent me stuff. But, of course, I want to give everybody a chance to submit stuff so everybody can get a chance to get into it. So if you're interested in that stuff, that's all you got to do to get into it. Very simple, all free. Just takes a couple taps. But yeah, so we're just chilling right now. I'm going to see if GJ can break this level. Hey, you in here? What's going on, my boy? Yeah, I got you. Because it was a good idea. Like I said, I got playlists on there, but as you can see, I haven't updated those since like probably almost last year whenever I started posting videos. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna reorganize and update it, and all that good stuff. AUD, we can take a look at that. Will I trade it? Who knows? Because Australian pairs have been extremely choppy, like the CHF pairs, and that's why I stopped trading them, because I'm tripping. Because I don't like trading choppy conditions. And look at this, literally choppy, just like I was talking about. I haven't even looked at this in a couple weeks. So we are bearish, but as you can see, price is struggling to make lower lows, and it's rejecting back up. So we do have this major resistance that's approaching at around 62.25, 62.30. As long as it can hold that as resistance, you can still look for sells. But the way it's looking, there is exhaustion to the downside, so we could see a possible reversal. But yeah, it's just disgusting. But if we look at GU and EU, it's a little bit cleaner. So I'd recommend trading one of those. But they're all doing the same thing essentially, but you can see it's not as disgusting as AUD/USD is looking. But they all are doing the same thing as of now, which is doing a lower high retracement. But they're all bearish. I'm still only looking for sells. Wouldn't look for buys anytime soon. Like I said, if you didn't hear those numbers on the AU, just rewind. But those are the 2 major levels AU's got going on. That's the 2 major levels AU's got going on. Looking forward to that. Yeah, I got you, bro. You going live Monday? Yep. Monday through Friday, London session 3 a.m. EST. Then me and the members, we have at least 2 live streams during New York session lives. We just went live yesterday at 8:30 for the news. We went over a few things. And every live, if you miss it, is recorded and posted in the channel the same day. This was the link. See, an hour later, the whole live's there. You have access to all the lives, over 400 videos of chart analysis and live streams. You even have the ones from last year. Now, last year's lives were during Tokyo session. This year's lives, I switched it up. New York session during the news events. Every day, I also dropped the New York price watch list, where basically I go over trades taken during Tokyo, London session, and possible setups going into New York. I don't just say, looking for buys, looking for sells. I explain why we're looking for buys, why we're looking for sells, and then I also go a step further and go over specific price levels to look for buys, sells at, entries and exits at, and all that good stuff. And I also always respond to the stuff and let y'all know, look, stuff went exactly as projected, all that good stuff. And then during Tokyo session, I don't really do that. I just say what we're looking for. If we look at last night, I was like, no, that's from that video. So you see I'm responding to this video. But if we look at, I can't even, hold on. Oh, here it is. I was trying to look for the response. I didn't know it was that small. It looks different on my phone screen. All right, I'm not that slow, y'all, but Telegram looks different on my phone screen. But you can see right here last night, I was going to be looking for New Zealand and Australian sales. Look at your chart, you can see price definitely dropped and tanked last night. And then that was at 626. So if we look at GA at 626, which was around when price was doing this, it didn't really drop off until 10 o'clock So literally, I dropped that 4 hours before the move happened, but it indeed did drop last night. GN also dropped, as well as EA and EN. But yeah, we're just chilling right now. Had to dip out for a few days, but heard you was. I appreciate that, Richie. Also, congrats on 1K. You getting monetized now? Almost. I'm almost there. I just need 300 more hours. I know that might sound like a lot, but it's not. I can get that in like a month, 2 months. But I'm almost there. I got everything else. I just got to get a few more, couple more watch time hours. But I'm almost there. Just one step away. They already sent my stuff, so they're already like the process is already getting made. I just need to meet that last requirement. That's it. Hey man, like we did, I remember the date we did the 500 one, but how we did it is the same we're gonna do it this time. I grabbed one of those computerized spin the wheel shits. Everybody's name that submitted the stuffs on a circle. We spin the wheel. Whoever it lands on is the first winner. We spin it again after we take that winner out, and that's how we're gonna do it. So it's gonna be random, and we do it live. So I ain't just no favoritism, none of that stuff. They're just going. Everybody's got a fair chance. And it's 3 winners, so everybody's got a chance to almost win. Well, it depends how many people submit stuff. Less people, the bigger chance you got. Like last time, a lot of people didn't submit stuff, but I was a lot smaller last time as well. So like almost everybody that submitted something almost won. There's only a few people that didn't win. Let's see what Naz is up to. Oops. Keep on doing dumb stuff, bro. I need to learn how to type. It's because one of my we're not gonna talk about that. My computer a little messed up. It's been through it. Let's just say that. Definitely good investment. I definitely got my money's worth from this. I'll say that much. The computer's been through it. So I was looking for a sell setup here. So we're just gonna delete that and we're not gonna delete it. We're gonna put it right here. I don't want to see you go too far up. All right, new 15 just started. So I think it's still retracing, so I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna put gold back up. Gold still retracing. New Zealand. Yeah, so we can see a lot of these charts are just retracing. Again, they did a huge dump during Tokyo session. So usually after a huge dump during Tokyo session, we're gonna see a retracement. If not the entire London session, at least the first hour or two until pre-New York, if not New York. DM the photos to you just DM me on Instagram. Just DM me on Instagram the photos. I couldn't send pictures to your DM on IG, but I'm so too. You can DM me on Telegram as well. So those, if you can't send them on IG, you can DM me on Telegram. So I'm gonna show you how to DM me on Telegram. So first thing you gotta do is hit that first link in the description, join the free signal room. Then right here where it says Playbook Free Plays, you click right here, you scroll. It's got my Instagram, my YouTube, my Telegram's right here. So you click here, you can message me on Telegram. So submit those to me on Telegram. I take all submissions on Instagram and Telegram. So if you can't send them on Instagram, submit them to me on Telegram. That's for you, Alton. You know what I'm saying? You can do that as well. Yeah, so you can DM me on Instagram or Telegram. How do I join the members? Link in description. You either hit the only link in my Instagram, the link in my TikTok, or the links in the description. I can actually pull it up and read it because I don't know what link it is. So I'm gonna tell you what link is in my description. It is. So If you go to my description, the third link where it says for mentorship / signal room, you click that. And literally I have an option of the monthly, yearly, and lifetime. And what comes with the advanced play signal room is obviously you get all my signals. The free channel only gets 25 to 50% of the signals. And then on top of that, there's the student member group chat. I'm not going to pull it up because it got people's names and faces on it, but there's the student member group chat. And the pin message in the student member group chat teaches you how to properly calculate your lot size. So going back to what we was just talking about, to make sure you're risking the same amount every single trade. Because again, that's one of the biggest things. And that's also how, because you'll see, I don't know, I've seen them at least. I don't know if everybody, I've seen this video of this trader, and he with a straight serious face was trying to convince the masses that a 30% win rate was good. Which is probably why when people see my win rate, some people think I'm bullshitting. But I was like, a 30% win rate is not what the goal should be. And I'm like, and you've been trading for 5+ years. You've not figured out a way to improve it. But that's a whole nother conversation. But the reason why one of the reasons why he could possibly be profitable, even without all the mentorship stuff, with that win rate, is because of risk to reward. If you risk the same amount each trade and you have a good risk to reward ratio, even with the shittier win rate, you can still at the end of the week at least, if not the month, be profitable. Because I also be seeing videos where people talk. That's a whole. I'm not going to get into that. That's a whole nother topic. That's like a member topic, but because I'm just going to be starting ranting. But anyways, to answer your question, you get all the signals. We have the exclusive live streams, all of them recorded and posted in here. Yours to keep, over 400 videos. There's the student member group chat. There's the pin messages here, like the account size key, also to help you with help you avoid over leveraging. To make sure that members, make sure to read that and make sure you're not entering any trades your account can handle. A good example is if you have a $100 account, you shouldn't be trading US30. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, links in the description for all that stuff. Please add me to the giveaway. I got you. Let me check on Telegram. Did you message me on Telegram? Message me on DM me or message me on DM me on Instagram and send me your Telegram name so I can message you on Telegram. Because if you can't message me on Telegram, DM me on Instagram, your Telegram name, and I'll try to message you on Telegram. You send Quincy, you got my Instagram. DM me on Instagram. You send me the photos on Instagram. Just send me the photos. I literally have a whole album categorized. I mean, a whole album strictly for the giveaway. So I have like, as soon as someone sends me a photo, I add that screenshot of them sending me those screenshots to that album. So, and then when we do the giveaway, I'm going straight to that album and I'm pulling out all the names in the album. I got your DM though, so you're in the giveaway drawing. Put together our players, announced community tab, other socials. You get that 300 hours, no time. Hey, that's a better. Yeah, I'm definitely going to work on that. Especially because I've been focused on pushing out a lot of content, which I have. So I definitely need to take time to organize my my YouTube. Yeah, we just got a lot of ranging going on right now. Again, it kind of makes sense because we had a huge dump last night, and then price really has been dumping pretty smoothly all week, to be honest. And then plus the news yesterday didn't really do anything drastic to the markets. So today's news might have that effect. And plus it's Friday. Again, they can't make it easy on Fridays. They like to try to take people's money on Fridays. So I wouldn't be too surprised. News-wise today, we have Canadian USD news at 8:30. Then at 10 a.m., we got USD news again. We also have orange float at 9:45. I took a sell trade on Euro CAD yesterday at around 7, 8 a.m., around 14. I'm glad you put that because you already know that was going to be my first question. What was your entry? So let's pull it up. Or should I finish reading what you say first? Okay, I read it. Okay, let's take a look. Euro CAD, boom, boom, boom. So my levels aren't perfect, but they're still decent. All right, so you said your entry was at 14,210. So let's pull that up. We're going to change this color. We're going to change it to red. We're going to put the coordinates 214. So you meant 1.4210? I'm assuming if you didn't mean 1.4210, correct me in the comments. But for right now, I'm assuming that's what you meant. And then what was your tell me what your SL was. Your TP don't really, it's not relevant. Just tell me what your SL was so I can kind of see what your idea was. And we can take a look at it. I can already see why it went against you, but we're going to break it down. So let me know what your SL was. GJ coming back to original entry, took profits and closed all but one. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Like I always said, don't let your winners turn to losers. Your losers are already going to be losers. Don't let your winners turn to losers as well. That's also another thing that stops people's growth in their accounts. I'm speaking from experience. I used to do some crazy stuff back when I stopped putting like my TPs in and try to push myself to like manually close or do position to hold longer. I used to suck at closing trades. I used to just hold trades too long. You just sent to my Telegram? Okay, perfect. I got you. I'm gonna check my Telegram after the stream. All right, your SL is 4246. All right, SL 4246. Let's put that right there. 4246. All right, computer. All right, 4246. So your SL was 4246 and your entry was 4210. That's a big S. Okay, now I need to see what your TP was. What was your TP? That's a big SL. I know why your SL was there. I understand why you put your SL there, but let's see what your TP was and make sure that at least what you're going for was a decent risk reward setup. But I know why your SL was there. Where your SL was makes sense. But I'm also going to give you a few suggestions as well on your entry. But let me know what your TP was, because now I actually went through TP. And we're still gonna be live for a little bit. So if anyone else took some trades this week, yesterday, when we look at them, drop them in the chat. People don't often do that, but y'all can ask any question during these lives. You know what I'm saying? 4164. That is not a good risk to reward ratio. So don't take none of this personal. This is going to help you out if you don't take it personal. This was a bad trade. The idea was good, but the entry and execution was bad. All right. There was a minor level here, but as you can see, my level is where price retraced to and where it's still currently playing out at. So your SL wasn't a terrible SL. Your entry was just bad. Your TP wasn't bad either. So imagine if you would have entered up here where your SL was, then you could have put your SL where it needed to be, which would have been above these highs right here, right? And then it hasn't even hit the SL yet, but then, you know what I'm saying, you would have had a better risk reward setup. So you enter literally on a support resistance of a smaller time frame, and you can see, I don't know where you enter. When did you enter? You said yesterday, right? So this was yesterday. You said around 7, 8 a.m. Yeah, so I had been right here. So you entered while it was retracing. And again, it wasn't a terrible. Only thing that was bad about it was your entry and your risk reward setup. Again, I don't know what you use. If you don't use TradingView, I recommend using it. And I recommend using the long and short position. You see me use it literally every day before I take a trade. And I don't just do it to mark and show y'all that I'm in a sell or buy. I do it for myself before I do it for y'all. This is why I do even if I'm not live streaming. I do this for myself. Everything you see me do live, I do even if the live stream was off. And the reason why I do these markups is to make sure that my trade idea is even worth entering. All right. So you hear me say it all the time. You want to look for at least a 1 to 2, 1 to 3 minimum risk reward setup. The reason why is to make sure that at least the trade you're taking and risking your money on is worth the risk. Because again, this is all risk. Everything we're doing is a risk. But that's why there's certain things you can put into place to mitigate the risk or have it be a higher likelihood of going your way. So again, the idea was not bad. The execution is where the mistake was. So the day before I did this drop, hit this key price level I had marked off. You see here, try to trade as resistance, and you see it rejected that level. So it's literally on the way back to this main level. So I say this a lot. I don't know if I say it a lot during these lives, but I say it with the members a lot. But here's a good example. Actually, let's pull up SPX. Pull up SPX. I call this SPX sell on Monday. We entered off this resistance level. What you did with EC was you entered like right here in the middle of the zone. That's also why I mark up my zones in the bigger time frames versus the smaller time frames, because the bigger time frames are more respected. As we can see here, these are smaller time frame support resistance levels, but you see the huge rejections and bounces come off the bigger time frames. You see what I'm saying? Huge rejection, huge drop, rejection, huge drop, rejection, huge drop. And they always, when they get choppy, they always come back to one of the main levels. You get what I'm saying? So before you enter any trade, I recommend use the long and short position. If you don't know where to find them, you go in trading view, you go the fifth from the top, you click right here, long short position, start them hose, and then put them right here. And then you want to look for at least a 1 to 2, 1 to 3 minimum risk reward setup. You see these are 1 to 2 setups, 1 to 2 setups. The GJ setup, if it would have went the full way, it would have been nice 1 to 4, but even if it went like the halfway point, it would have been 1 to 2, 1 to 1 minimum. The reason why you want to do that is, again, you want to make sure the trade's worth the risk. So if I'm risking $50, would it be a smart trade if the most I can make is $20, but I'm risking $50? No, you get what I'm saying? So that's kind of what you did there. You took a $50 risk, and the only reward you could have got was about 20. And then you also entered at a bad level. So there's a few things. Again, it happens, you know. But there's another reason why you wanted to wait for it to fully retrace to one of those levels. Because, again, when price struggles to break that next level, it's got no other choice but to retrace back to the original level, which we see right here. What happened after that? Chilled here. Then what? It dumped. And then, look, reacted the same way. But, look, it kept pushing after that retracement. I finally had enough volume to treat that level from support to resistance. You get what I'm saying? And then look right here. Price struggled to break that level. What happened? Came back to this level. And then what happened? It hugged this level until it rejected. Then what? It struggled to push down. What happened? Came back to this level. You see what I'm saying? So it was a good idea, but you just unfortunately entered when it was in the middle of the lower high. That's also what happened here, because you see how price ended at the end of the day. If we go on the daily, and we also can see right here, it's about to try to reattempt to try to break that level. But if you look right here, you unfortunately entered off of the lower high. So today, it could enter or start the lower low, because we zoom out, it's a pretty nice looking downtrend right here. So the idea wasn't bad. It's just the entry. The execution was, you just got to tweak that a little bit. And then you also just got caught in the retracement. That's also what happened. A little unfortunate. And again, where you enter, again, wouldn't have been terrible if price continued to make that lower low for a second candlestick, but it only made a low for one candlestick. So a little bit unfortunate versus, like, if we look at, you know, to keep a euro, we look at, you know, Euro New Zealand, multiple candlesticks it dropped. Each low was multiple candlesticks. Or you know, your AUD, multiple candlesticks. So it's just a little unfortunate, that setup. But again, it wasn't a bad idea. You still follow the flow of price, so you're fine. Again, that's why, again, some losses are going to happen, because, again, sometimes we enter, price isn't ready to do that move yet. So that's why it's important not to over leverage, so that way you have more opportunities to make that money back and more. You get what I'm saying? And this is why risk reward is important as well. I'm about to pull the calculator up. Members, if you watched the live yesterday, you know what I'm talking about. It's so funny, you know. I don't really care about it. I just noticed it. It's so funny, like when we be breaking down stuff like that, it's like the view rate drops. I'm like, I would think that the view rate would increase when we're breaking down the important stuff, but it's like as soon as we start talking that boring stuff, you know, people zone out. And it's like, that's weird. But anyways, I'm about to show you. After I get my dog that wants attention, I'm about to break this down. So give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 2 seconds. All right, we're back. So I'm about to briefly explain. Members, I went over this in the live yesterday, but you know, this is something that doesn't really matter how many times you hear it. It's still important, and it's just a good reminder. So we're going to break down risk reward. Again, you want to look for a 1 to 2, 1 to 3 minimum risk reward. So for this example, let's just say we're risking 5%, and for your account, $50 is your 5%, right? So before we break this down, let's see what these charts are. So that's retracing under these levels. Yes, so we just got a bunch of charts retracing right now. So let me just put this one other chart up really quick. I'm looking at. And then we're gonna get to business. All right, cool. So we're about to break this down. Let's get them likes. So I don't know what the likes are looking like, but let's get them likes. So y'all hit that like button if you haven't already. So let's say 5% of your account's $50, right? And let's say you lost the trade, so you're down $50. Okay, so you're negative 50 right now. So let's say you find another setup and you win this trade, and let's say that trade was a 1 to 2 risk reward setup. So what is 50? You know, what's 50 times 2? It's $100, right? Wow. I know I said 50 times 2, but I literally, y'all know what I did. I was typing what I was speaking. Anyways, ignore that. That's $100, right? So what is $100 minus 50? Because remember, you're down $50. You just caught a 1 to 2 risk reward, so you just made $100. So 100 minus 50 is $50. So even though you lost one trade and won one trade, because you risk the same percentage each trade and you look for strictly 1 to 2, 1 to 3 minimum risk reward setups, you're still up. Now, let me give you another example. Let's say you lost 2 trades in a row. You're down $100, right? And let's say the same scenario. The third trade you take is a 1 to 2. So you made $100. You're break even because 100 minus 100 is 0. So even though you won one trade and only lost 2 trades, because you had a good risk reward setup and you risk the same amount every single trade, you're still break even though you have a negative win rate. So let's get the same scenario, but we're going to switch it up a little bit. Let's say you lost 2 trades. So 50 plus 50 is $100. So you're down $100. So let's say that third trade you won was a 1 to 3 risk reward setup. So what's 50 times 3? 150. What's 150 times 100? Because again, you lost 2 trades. 50 plus 50 is 100. So even though you're down 2 trades, only won 1 trade, but because you had a good risk reward setup and you didn't over leverage, you risk the same amount each and every trade, you're still up for the week, even though you lost 2, only won 1 trade. So that's just a brief example of why risk reward is so important and risking the same amount each trade is so important. You get what I'm saying? All right. Hopefully that helps you out and others as well. Well, that's why risk reward is so important. But yeah, again, I don't just do these just to let you know I'm buy or sell. I do this literally for myself to make sure the ideas I'm looking at are even worth considering. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, we just got a lot of retracing going on right now on most charts. GA looks like it's about to try to continue to dump, catching that nice lower low. Again, Going back to that E8, the EC trade, the Euro CAD trade, the same thing could have happened with me on this GA setup because again, I would have, let's say I wanted to enter off this support level when price tried to break this as a resistance. It wicked, kept rejecting, and then what happened? It shot up, retested. Now we got the lower low getting made. So again, this took 4 days, 5 days to break this level. So sometimes that happens. But again, we also have this level of traffic to the left, which is strong support level is showing. But again, that's the thing with the daily time frame. You read the daily time frame just like you read any other time frame. Only difference is instead of each candlestick being a 5-minute or 15-minute candle, these are a daily candlestick. So instead of taking maybe an hour or 2 hours to retrace or break that level, it might take a day, 2 days, or a week to break that level. You know what I'm saying? Like right here, price took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Like almost 2 weeks, 3 weeks to break this level and continue to drop. You know what I'm saying? If we look at GJ, GJ is still choppy and ridiculous. I want to see that end this week. But, you know, we've been calling sells all month. But again, you see how choppy and rangy it was? It didn't do a nice little drop until last week. And even now, it's still kind of struggling to break out this choppiness and ranginess. So, you know, that's another thing to keep in mind as well. No problem, Jacob. All right, y'all. Members, you already know in a couple hours, I'm seeing that New York price watch list. We're going to go live as well for a little bit. So, yeah. So, we're going to be going live for the news today as well. We're going to see what happens. We're going to be going live at 8:30. Video, you know, things happen. So, I got a little postponed. I'm going to drop that video today, though. I'm going to drop that video today, though, for y'all. So, probably be, I don't know the exact time, but it's going to be dropped today. I'm going to drop that for y'all. So, be on the lookout for that. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? We went over the advanced play signal room, went over how we did so far this week. You see how we're doing, how we did last week on your screen, how we did last month. What you call it? Make sure that first link description, join the advanced, free signal, free Telegram giveaway. Again, the details for the giveaway are in the Telegram. Make sure to check that out as well. If you're interested in learning how to mark up these levels or read the charts this way, join the advanced play signal room. What comes with the advanced play signal room is the student and member group chat. You get all the signals. Free channel only gets 25 to 50% of the signals. We also trade all 3 sessions. Tokyo session is exclusively with the members. Then every day I drop the New York price watch list, which basically breaks down the trades we took during Tokyo and London session, and possible setups going into New York. As you can see here, I'm not just saying we're looking for buys, we're looking for sells. I explain why we're looking for buys, why we're looking for sells, and I take it a step further and go over specific price levels to look for entries and exits on all the charts. That way, if you miss any of my signals, you can watch this video. As you can see, they're always about 2 to 6 minutes long. You can watch these videos to see basically my projections for everything that's gold, futures, currency pairs. And that way, you can know what levels to look at so you can look for some setups on your own. And if you go into the group chat, I'm not going to show the group chat because it's got people's names and faces on it. But, you know, people all the time take entries on their own based off either their own analysis or with the help of those analysis, all that good stuff. And then we have exclusive live streams. We go live New York session during the news events, not every New York, but at least twice a week. And if you missed them, they're always recorded and posted in the channel as well. You have access to all the videos, over 400 videos of chart analysis and live streams. And you have all access to the ones last year as well. And there's a lot more stuff in there as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Game plan's still going to be the same. We're just having price retrace right now, which is good for us because gold's been dumping all week. So a retracement wouldn't kill us. I don't want to see a retrace all day because that'd be kind of annoying. I would like to catch a nice move on this on a Friday, but it did drop literally 3 days, 4 days in a row all week. And again, Fridays are the days where they like to try to ruin people's weekend and make some money back. So definitely be on the lookout for those things happening. But yeah, that's pretty much it, y'all. We just got a lot of retracements and choppiness going down. We got news at 8:30. We got Canadian and USD news at 8:30. Then we also have a 10 o'clock USD news event. And that's pretty much the news for today, y'all. Then we got some holidays popping off next week. We got Australian bank holiday, China holiday. Then on that, well, that's Sunday, so that doesn't really matter. Monday, we got Canadian bank holiday. Tuesday, we got a German holiday. Yeah. So that's how next week's looking, y'all. And it's also a new week. New month, a new quarter. So you already know, if not next week, the week after, there's going to be a bunch of news events, like always, dropping the reports and stuff. So be on the lookout for that as well next week or the next couple weeks. And then probably next week, I'm going to do the recap of the month, and I'm going to have to calculate the quarter, which is last 3 months, to see how we did last quarter. How we did this quarter. I can try to briefly see how we did last quarter, and we can scroll a little bit, just so I can see basically how we've been doing so far this year. No, I don't want to drop no emojis. All right, so last week we went 7-0. It was 100% win rate. The week before that, I see y'all's chats. I'm going to read those chats before I hop off. The week before that, we went 7-1. This is how we're doing so far September. Then we went 7-2 the second week, and then the first-ish week, the mix between the last month of September, went 9-2. So that's how we're doing so far this month. As far as we did last month for for August, we went 45-7, giving us an 87% win rate. Got 219,708 pips, 211,933 strictly with the members in the advanced play signal room. Then the month before that, we went, let's see if I can find it. I'm trying to find the quarter and the month at the same time. I might have to scroll down a little bit. Let me see if I can find it. Boom, boom, boom. Let me see if we can find it. And there's student results and testimonials all through the channel as well. We just scrolled past one. So here's screenshots of people taking their own positions, their own trades. There's someone, my boy Mark, made 500 in one day. More people sending me analysis, taking their own setups. So again, it's not just a signal service. I teach y'all everything I'm doing as well, so y'all can learn how to take y'all's own trades independently. But if you just want the signals, that's cool too. But again, even if you just want the signals, definitely still watch those videos. So this is how we did the month of July. We went 34-3, gives a 92% win rate, caught 105,389 pips. I'm trying to see the quarter though. I can't find the quarter. Maybe I got to scroll it to the next month. This is how we did June. Went 55-4, 93% win rate. So yeah, we're doing so good this quarter. We did great last quarter as well. I just can't see where I placed that thing yet. But yeah, if you wanted to check and explore, you can check all this stuff out and see for yourself. There's some more student results. Boom, 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 all that good stuff. But yeah, let me catch up to these comments. All right, cool. All right, I'm going to see y'all next week or in the next video. Y'all enjoy y'all's weekend.